Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm assuming that you've seen some of the demolition progress, so far, but we are going to take another step back in history here as we move inside the Alexander Black home over here on 204 Draper. In the background, you can see as a reference point, the front door of the home. I think that's maybe where we left off on the demolition piece. But this front door is actually from the 1970s, and that will be part of the demolition as we shared. Now I'm going to walk over here just to give you an idea that this entryway is where the original door was, and we will be replacing that. And as a extra bonus, apparently someone has been keeping safe the original front door and hopefully the transom, which we will be refurbishing and putting back in place, which is just an amazing thing and just very exciting. The entry foyer that we're standing in right now, all natural woodwork, which will go back as a pristine, renovation. Pristine meaning is that we are going to try to capture the essence of 1897 as close as we possibly can, because this will be the area when folks come to the home, they'll find themselves whisked back into history, and this will be the foyer area that the Alexander home really represented at that time. There are different phases in the construction. Over here you'll see a very large mirror. That will be going away because there was originally a window right here, and we will be replacing that window in its original style. Over here is some radiators that were added, I would suspect, somewhere in the early part of the 20th century. I'm guessing in the late teens, maybe early 20s, which did take the place of coal-burning fireplaces, which we'll see in just a moment. So all this will be coming out, exposing all of that wonderful paneling behind here. The wall covering will be coming down. We'll be getting back to the original plaster walls, fixing those up. And the tin ceilings, for those that have not, been in the home, which I suspect maybe many folks haven't been, the tin ceilings, as you can see, the paint is starting to fall off of these. But we will continue stripping that paint right down to the bare metal, putting on primers and finish coats to bring it back to its original style. Over here we'll turn just slightly, and you'll be able to see that this is the grand staircase in the home. And one of the areas that I may have mentioned earlier in the demolition is there's a exterior window right here in the stairwell, stained glass window for that matter, and it is all trimmed or in wood, which generally stained glass windows are all trimmed in lead, but this is trimmed in wood. Very unusual, absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, this continues on upstairs, which we will go to in just a few moments. Now, as we pan a little bit further, you'll be able to see, and this is an original fixture. We could assume that it may have been gas-lit at one time, if there was gas lighting in here. We haven't quite discovered that yet. If so, this would have been a gas fixture. It had been, over the time, it has been electrified. And this will be polished up, wonderful brass. As you can see, the newel posts are absolutely gorgeous, and this hall tree back here is just another fine example of the architecture and interior design of that period. And underneath here, who knows what they would have kept there. We didn't find any buried treasure here, but nonetheless, this could have been the spot where Alexander Black or his family sat, put on their shoes, stored their winter, clothing, gloves, whatever, but as you can see, as we move this way, this treatment is on this radius type wall here, very unusual, wonderful design feature, a wonderful design feature here, which carries on back to the Alexander Black's bedroom, which we'll get to in a moment. And as you look down the corridor, this would have led, out to the back of the home. And that door that you see at the end of the hallway is where we're going to be adding the addition with the elevators and access to the second floor via that elevator. And if we pan over just a little bit more, the original fireplace, coal burning, as we were talking about, excellent tile work. This tile work is in fantastic condition for 110 plus years. So this will all be stripped, refinished, put back to its original state. And as a matter of fact, I was just looking at the fixtures that will be going in here that are from a well-known lighting fixture restoration, company. And it's going to look fantastic, believe me. Let me see. What we can see here are just remnants of the way the house was left 10 years ago after its relocation. All this carpeting comes out of here. We'll find underneath here beautiful hardwood floors. And so that's very exciting.